Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Sorry it's been a while again. My work has just taken over my life as per usual. I say that in every video, but it has. But to kickstart this tutorial, I'm going to go with the Professional Primer from Benefit and apply that just to my T-zone area, just to the bits where I get really super oily. And then for the rest of my face, I go with the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. This is like my usual kind of priming, prepping routine. That's what I do most of the time in the summer, and to be honest in the winter, because you can never have too much glow. For foundation, I'm trying out the Makeup Feather HD foundation. I'm not quite sure what the shade is, but if I can find out, I'll list it down below. This foundation, I didn't mind it. It was a lot runnier than what I usually have in a foundation. I'm used to like the Studio Max. That's not the fucking name, is it? The MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which is, if anyone's ever had it, it's quite a thick, creamy based product, whereas this one was quite liquidy. It was still really good. Didn't give like a really full coverage, but I built it up a little bit more than what I would usually use with the MAC foundation. And it built up really nicely, so I'll probably give it so far like a 7 out of 10. Not my favourite, but not the worst foundation I've used. And for concealer, as per usual, I'm going with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the paler shade. I probably could have done with a darker one because I've got a bit of a tan at the moment, but who doesn't love a bright under eye? I'm just going to do that in the Illuminati triangles, as per usual, under my eyes and on my nose bridge, on my forehead and on my chin. I'm just going to blend that in with the Real Technique sponge, making sure it's all nice and blended into my skin. And to set that in place and to keep my face not shiny all day, I'm going to use the RCMA No Colour Powder. This is like my favourite translucent powder ever. I'm just going to pounce that in with my sponge in the places where I get the oiliest. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just going to go in with a brush and a little bit more product. I said that really weirdly. A little bit more product and just set the rest of my foundation. And for bronzer, I'm going with the e.l.f. Duo in the shade Fiji, and using the bronzing side obviously just to warm up my skin. And I love this little duo. I think it's really handy to travel with, or just to keep in your bag if you want to touch up on your bronzer throughout the day, and on your blush, because obviously it comes with that too. But yeah, I've been really enjoying that product recently, and it's affordable. And for blush, I'm just going to go in with the Essence blush in the shade Peach Me Up, just to give myself a little bit of a natural peachy flush of colour. And for highlight today, I'm not going to go in with the Anastasia Glow Kit. I'm going to try my old favourite, the Sleek Solstice palette, and I'm going to take those two warm shades that are down at the bottom and highlight the absolute living daylight out of my skin, and giving myself that nice summer glow that we all love to have. And for my eyebrows, I decided to include this because I don't think I've really shown how I do my eyebrows on camera. But this is how I kind of fill them in day to day. Kind of comb them through with the spoolie. The product I use is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I love this. I've used this for years now and never found anything better. So I go in with the spoolie, like I said, kind of comb through them in the shape that I want. And I just take the pencil and draw a line running underneath my eyebrows. I'm growing my eyebrows out at the moment, so they're a bit all over the place, so I don't really have a proper shape. I'm just going to try and fill in what I've got. But I go in and just draw a line on top of my eyebrows as well, and brush my hairs back, and just make sure that all the sparse areas in my eyebrows are kind of filled in. And then I don't really put much product towards the front of my eyebrows. I like that to look quite bushy and quite natural, so I try not to put much product on there. But then I take the spoolie end and I just brush through all the product that's in my eyebrows, just so it's got more of like an even distribution. There's no like real build up of product anywhere. And to set those in place, I'm going to use the Collection Clear Mascara. Does the job perfectly fine for me. You don't need to spend loads of money on a brow gel because this will do. And to start off the eyeshadow look, I'm going to go with the Morphe 350 palette and go in with the shade that I'd shown originally. Put that through my crease, and then I go in with those two darker shades that I'd just shown and put that in my crease as well, but kind of building it up so I don't go in with too much product at once. And for this kind of sunset look, I've seen it floating around on Instagram and social media for a while now, and I love the way it looks. I love loads of people's interpretations of it. I wanted to do something a little bit softer than what I'd seen, that's more kind of wearable throughout the day and not too extreme. But I just go with those shades that I'd shown before, just kind of build them up to the intensity that I want. Obviously if you want it to look a little bit more bolder, use a little bit more product, but I kept it semi-natural, well, as natural as orange and purple eyeshadow can get. But yeah, I just build that out through my crease, blend it all out so it's all nice and seamless, like a sunset is. And I just switch between a smaller crease brush and then a big one, just to blend everything together. And for the purple, I used the Modern Renaissance palette, and the shade is Love Letter, I believe. You don't have to obviously go in with this palette just to use one colour. Bit pointless. If you've got purple eyeshadow, just use that. Just work with whatever you've got at home. But I kind of plop that on my eyelid and then take that crease brush and blend it out, try and get like a smooth transition from the purple to the orange, which is quite difficult because obviously purple isn't really in the same how would you call it, it's not the same undertone as an orange. Purple is more of a cool kind of colour, whereas orange is quite warm, so it's hard to get it all to blend nicely. But literally just go in with a bit of the warm colours, build that up in the crease, and then go in with more purple if needed. Just build it up to however you like. I went in with a lot more orange than I did with the purple. And for my lower lash line, I'm just going to take those orangey warm colours and plop that along there. And I take a smaller brush and take that the purple colour that we used in the Modern Renaissance palette that we used on our eyelids, and I'm just going to run that quite close to my lash line, not bringing it down too much, just so we have that nice blend of colour like we do on the top of the lid. I'm just going to go in with more purple on my lid just to build it up, like I said, just to get it to the intensity that I want. And for inner corner highlight, I'm going to take those same shades that I used from the Solstice palette on my cheekbones and everything, and I'm just going to put that on my inner corners. And I decided to go for winged liner for this look. By all means, skip this step. I really can't speak today. Honestly, I've been working since like 7 and now it's currently 8 o'clock and I'm absolutely shattered. So sorry that I might be speaking gibberish. I literally don't know what's going on anymore. But yeah, I decided to go for quite thick eyeliner. I don't know why, I was just feeling it this day. And then give my eyelashes a curl and go in with the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. And for lips, I go in with the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. And I'm using the L'Oreal, I can't remember what they're called, but then the new like matte lip paint things. I'm not quite sure what it's called. But if I can find out, I'll leave it down below. And then I go in with a gloss just to make this really nice and summery. And that's the finished look. That's all there is to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun creating it. I think it's still very wearable for the daytime, but pop on a pair of eyelashes and you could wear it in the evening. So I will see you guys in the next video.